used to watch villagers from my room going up the hill and suddenly vanishing after a while. One day, I decided to check it out myself. I found nobody except a few mountaineers. I asked if I could join them. To my pleasant surprise, they answered in the affirmative and motivated me to take to climbing. Check it out, that means find out the truth, and answered in the affirmative, that means give a positive reply. So at that time she was in college. She used to study in Jaipur, and she used to live in the Kasturba hostel. From her room, through the window, she could see the Aravalli hills, and on that hill she every day used to see some villagers who used to climb up the mountain, and after a while they would get disappeared. They would get vanished. And she was surprised by that I can see them when they climb up. But after a while, when they go at a particular height, they get vanished. They just get disappeared. I am not able to see them. So why it is happening and what is that? She wanted to know. So finally one day she decided that she will find the truth, find the reason by herself. And she went there. But she could not find any villager there. But only few mountaineers she could find. So she politely, with a shyness, she asked them that if she could also join them in that mountaineering. So she was little bit afraid that whether they will allow her or not. But to her pleasant surprise, she was very happy and surprised by their answer. They replied affirmatively, that means they replied positively. They said yes, that yes, you can come with us and you can climb the mountain. And even they motivated me to take to climbing. They not only permitted me, they not only allowed me, but they even motivated me after watching my skills. They motivated me that I should go for climbing. I should make my career in climbing. So in this way, that desire started to climb the mountain. When she used to see the villagers who used to climb up the mountain, and at the certain point after a while they would get disappeared at a particular height. So she wanted to find out why this happens, and then she went to the Aravalli hill and asked for the permission from the mountaineers, and they permitted her, and she got to know that why this happens. And she was really influenced by that, and she got interest in mountaineering. And not only the mountaineers permitted her, but they also motivated her after watching her skill that she should go for climbing. She should go for mountaineering and make her career in mountaineering. From their inspiration and from this experience, that desire to climb the mountain came in her, and she finally decided that she will go for mountaineering. So from here the journey of mountaineering started. Then there was no looking back. Once she started, then she never looked back. Looked back, that means no one could interrupt her, no one could stop her. For this determined young girl, she saved money and enrolled in a course at Uttarkashi's Nehru Institute of Mountaineering. My college semester in Jaipur was to end in April, but it got delayed and it ended on the 19th of May. And I was supposed to be in Uttarkashi on the 21st, only 2 days she had. So I did not go back home. Instead, I headed straight for the training. I had to write a letter of apology to my father, without whose permission I had got myself enrolled at Uttarkashi. No looking back, that means to progress without interruption or impediment. Enrolled, that means took admission into and headed straight for, that means went towards. So once she decided that she will do mountaineering, then after she never looked back and she never stopped. She went forward in that path. And she was very determined about her aims. Whatever she has decided, she will be firm in that and she will stick steady to that decision. So here she made the decision that she will go for mountaineering, and once she made the decision, she will not look back, and she moved forward on that path. She moved forward and to mountaineering. She saved money and enrolled in a course at Uttarkashi. Now, you must be surprising that how she saved money. She was not earning anything. She was not doing part-time job. But she was getting money from her parents because they were paying the fees of the college, and also as she used to live in hostel, they would give some money for her living. So from that money, except fees, the remaining money which she had for her living, from that she saved some part, and with that saving she enrolled herself in the Uttarkashi's Institute of Mountaineering, Nehru Institute of Mountaineering. Her college semester in Jaipur was about to end by the end of April, but unfortunately it got delayed and the exams ended in 19th of May, on 19th of May. Now she had planned that after completing my exams by the end of April, I will go back to Haryana from Jaipur and ask for the permission from my parents, and then I will go to Uttarkashi. But unfortunately the exam got delayed, and the final exam ended on 19th of May, and she had to reach Uttarkashi on 21st of May. Only 2 days she had, and she is living in Jaipur. She has to go to Uttarkashi. The journey will take 2 days at least. So she had no time to ask permission of her parents. And just after completing her exam, she straightly went to Uttarkashi. Directly she went there. And then she decided that she will write a letter of apology to her father because she did not took permission before going to Uttarkashi. She was argumentative, and she used to pressurize her parents to give permission for her willingness, for her desire, to fulfill her desire. But without their permission, she won't do anything. Although she was determined and argumentative, but she was an obedient child, and just because for the first time she was doing something without the permission or without the knowledge of her parents, she felt guilty, and she thought that I would write an apology letter to my parents. That although I was right and I decided that I would go for mountaineering, but before that I wanted to take your permission, but because I did not have that much time, so I could not come to Haryana and ask for your permission, and then I would go to Uttarkashi. I did not have that much time, so I directly went to Uttarkashi without your permission, and I have enrolled myself at the Nehru Institute of Mountaineering without your permission. I am sorry for that, but I had to do because I could not miss the chance, and I had to do because I was determined to it. And as I did not have that much time to ask you to ask for your permission, so I am apologizing for that. And finally, I have reached my destination. Now I cannot look back, and I have want your blessings. So in this way, she asked for apology to her parents and went to Uttarkashi. So by this we get some characteristics of Santosh Yadav, that she was firm, determined and argumentative, as she said that if she is right, she will move forward to her decision and she won't look back. The people who are opposing her will have to change their mindset. And as her father was used to that, they are not able to pressurize her, to force her for anything. She will do what she has decided, and they had to agree to that. So her father was also used to give her permission, and only after getting his permission, she would do anything. But as today she was decided, she was firm that she had to go for mountaineering, but she had no time to ask for the permission. So that is why she felt guilty, although she had to continue. She won't look back. But without their information she was doing that, for that she was guilty, and she wrote an apology letter to her father and informed him that she has enrolled herself in the Uttarkashi, and her father was also used to her habits. So he had to accept it. So in this way, she went forward on her dreams. Thereafter, Santosh went on an expedition every year. Her climbing skills matured rapidly. Also, she developed a remarkable resistance to cold and altitude. Equipped with an iron will, physical endurance, and an amazing mental toughness, she proved herself repeatedly. Matured, that means developed. Resistance, that means the ability not to be affected by something. Equipped, that means supplied with. And physical endurance, that means strength. So, when she reached Uttarkashi, thereafter, she went on expedition, she went on exploring the world, exploring the heights of mountains every year. And her climbing skills matured rapidly. Why? Because of her determination, because of her hard work, because of her sincerity, and also because she was young. So, because of that, her climbing skills matured rapidly. She developed her climbing skill rapidly, and she could successfully achieve whatever she had decided. Also, she developed a remarkable resistance. Not only she developed her climbing skills, also she developed a remarkable resistance, that means controlling power to survive in cold at the altitude. She would survive at height and in cold atmosphere when she used to climb the mountain. So she was not affected by the cold and altitude, and she could control herself and would maintain on her path. Equipped with an iron will, physical endurance, and an amazing mental toughness. Not only she would take the equipments to climb up the mountain, but with that she would also take her iron will, her strong willingness, her strong determination, and her physical endurance, her physical strength, because for that she had done a lot of efforts, and an amazing mental toughness that whatever comes in my way, I will fulfill my dream and I will cross all the hurdles. So, with this equipment, what she had, her strong determination, her physical strength, and her mental toughness. With this, she climbed mountains, and every time she proved herself repeatedly. That means whenever any task would be given to her, she would successfully achieve that and proved herself again and again that she is able to do whatever she has decided. She will always fulfill her dream with her determination, with her hard work, with her mental and physical strength, and with her skills. So in this way, she was completely devoted to her ambition, and she achieved lots of success in that. The culmination of her hard work and sincerity came in 1992. Culmination, that is the result. Just 4 years after she had shyly asked the Aravalli mountaineers if she could join them, at barely 20 years of age, Santosh Yadav scaled Mount Everest, becoming the youngest woman in the world to achieve the feat. If her climbing skills, physical fitness, and mental strength impressed her seniors, her concern for others and desire to work together with them found her a special place in the heart of fellow climbers. Culmination, that is the end, and scaled, that means climbed. So the result of her hard work, she could get the result of her hard work and sincerity towards her work. She could get the result in 1992. How? Just after 4 years, when she had shyly asked, she was very shy when she asked the mountaineers who were climbing the Aravalli Hills, and she asked them that if she could join them, and for the first time she climbed a mountain, the Aravalli Hills. After that, after 4 years from climbing the Aravalli Hills, she reached Everest. Finally, she climbed up Everest after 4 years of climbing Aravalli Hills, and that was the result of her hard work and sincerity. And finally, she got a recognition of her work in 1992. She got born in 1969, and in 1992, she was about 24 years, and at the age of 16 years, she completed her metric, her 10th standard, and then she went to Delhi. That time she might be of the age of 18 years. There she completed her higher education, and then she went for college in Jaipur. And about 20 years of age, when she was only 20 years old, she asked to the Aravalli mountaineers to climb up the Aravalli hill. From that point, she got the desire to climb up the mountain, and she did lots of hard work for that. She was very sincere towards her work, towards her ambition. And after 4 years, when she climbed Aravalli mountains, after 4 years from that, in 1992, she climbed Mount Everest at the age of 24 years. So finally, she got the result of her hard work in 1992, and she climbed up Mount Everest. She was the youngest climber of Mount Everest, becoming the youngest woman in the world to achieve the feat, to achieve this title. She was the youngest woman in the whole world who had climbed Mount Everest at such a young age of only 24 years. So even she got the title of the youngest woman in the world to climb the Mount Everest. And not only this, she got another title that she climbed Mount Everest twice. She was the only woman in the world who climbed Mount Everest twice. So these two titles she got. In her climbing, if her climbing skills, physical fitness and mental strength impressed her seniors, her guide would get impressed by her mental and physical strength and her skills of climbing the mountains. And the fellow climbers who used to climb with her would also impressed by her or would respect her because not only because of her skills, because her skills were not useful for them, but also because of her care. She was concerned about her fellow climbers, the climbers who used to climb with her. And she believed in teamwork. She believed in doing work together. So she was not only focused about her aim, but she wanted to help everyone who wanted to achieve their dream, their ambition. So she not only did hard work for herself, but she also helped them who wanted to achieve their ambition. And because of this helping nature of her, because of her concern and because of her team spirit, her fellow climbers also respect her. During the 1992 Everest mission, Santosh Yadav provided special care to a climber who lay dying at the South Pole. She was unfortunately unsuccessful in saving him. However, she managed to save another climber, Mohan Singh, who would have made with the same fate had she not shared her oxygen with him. So, she had that skill because at the height you won't get oxygen. For that you have to take oxygen cylinder with you and you have to use it carefully so that when you reach on the top, that oxygen cylinder should not get end because it will create trouble to you when you come down from the mountain. So she had that skill to manage these kind of things. When she was on her mission of climbing Mount Everest in 1992, Santosh Yadav, we can say that she used to help her fellow climbers. That example is given that on the Everest mission, Santosh Yadav provided special care to a climber who was lying on the mountain and was about to die. She tried to help that fellow climber, but unfortunately that climber died. However, she managed to save another climber because she wanted to help every fellow climber of her who used to climb with her, and she provided help to many fellow climbers, but she could not save everyone. One of her fellow climber died. Unsuccessful attempt she made to save him, but she couldn't be successful in that and he died. But she could save one fellow climber, that is Mohan Singh. He would also have died, he would also have made the same fate, the same luck just as the earlier fellow climber. He would also have died because his oxygen also got end. He would also have died, but he did not die only because of the help of Santosh Yadav. She shared her oxygen cylinder with Mohan Singh, and because of her help only Mohan Singh could survive. And in this way she saved his life. Within 12 months, Santosh found herself a member of an Indo-Nepalese women's expedition that invited her to join them. Now, in 1993, within just 12 months of expedition to Mount Everest. After a year, Santosh found herself a member of an Indo-Nepalese women's expedition. There is an institute called Indo-Nepalese Women Expedition. So she was a member of this institute, and she was invited by this institute to climb up Mount Everest, and she joined them. Even when just before a year she had already climbed Mount Everest, again she went for the same. Again she went to climb Mount Everest just after a year. She then scaled the Mount Everest second time, thus setting a record as the only woman to have scaled the Mount Everest twice. She was the only woman who had scaled Mount Everest, who had climbed Mount Everest twice in her life, and securing for herself and India a unique place in the annals of mountaineering. In the record, in the history of mountaineering, she secured and she made her place and a place of her country in the world record by this second expedition. So she climbed successfully second time also on Mount Everest, and by this expedition she made her name and the name of her country in the whole world, and it was recorded in the history of mountaineering. A unique place of India and Santosh Yadav she could secure. Why unique place? Because in the whole world there was no such record, and no one did even try to do so. Only the India and the Indian citizen Santosh Yadav climbed Mount Everest twice and at such a young age. So these two records made her and her country over and above all the countries in the history of mountaineering, a unique place they could achieve. In recognition of her achievements, the Indian government bestowed upon her one of the nation's top honor, the Padma Shri. Bestowed, that means to contribute, to give with respect. So because of these achievements that she achieved and made fame of her country in the whole world. So because of this achievement, the Indian government contributed her the top honor of the nation, that is Padma Shri, was given to Santosh Yadav. Annals, that means historic records, and bestowed upon her, that means honored her with Padma Shri, and top honors, that is the highest award of India, she got. And she had earned this reward by her hard work. Describing her feelings when she was literally on the top of the world, Santosh has said, "It took some time for the enormity of the moment to sink in. Then I unfurled the Indian tricolor and held it aloft on the roof of the boat. The feeling is indescribable. The Indian flag was flying on the top of the world. It was truly a spiritual moment. I felt proud as an Indian." Also a fervent environmentalist, Santosh collected and brought down 500 kilograms of garbage from the Himalayas. The enormity of the movement, that means a very great movement. Sink in, that means to be understood. Held it aloft, that means held it up high. Fervent, that means having strong and sincere feelings. So, she describes her feeling when she was actually on the top of the world, on the peak of Mount Everest. She says that it took me some time to believe that the great moment of my life has arrived, and I have achieved this moment, the greatest moment of my life. So even I could not believe that finally I could do this. That was the great moment, and it was hard for me to believe in that. And then finally, when I have arrived here, when I have achieved my destination, my ambition, or my dream, so then I unfold the Indian tricolor, the Indian national flag, and held it up high on the top of the world, on the roof of the world, because I was on the at the top most level of the world, on the top height of the world. Mount Everest is the highest mountain of the world, so that is why she says that I was on the top of the world, and from there I was holding my national flag, and I was the national flag was flying over the roof of the world, on the top of the world. And that was really a spiritual moment for me. That was really a delighted moment for me, in which I felt really content, or you can say satisfied. Her name was Santosh, but she never felt satisfied, but at this moment she was complete and she felt satisfied. She was very much happy, delighted with her achievement when she saw that her national flag was flying on the top of the world. That was the proud moment for her, and she was very happy at that moment. She cannot describe this feeling in words. So that is why she says that it was a spiritual moment for me. How I felt, how delighted I was at that moment, I cannot express in words. I was on the seventh sky. I felt proud as an Indian, because only with the help of the Indian citizen, with the help of this country, I could survive here, I could achieve my dreams. So I am proud to be an Indian, because this country has supported me a lot. So she is grateful to her country also. And then here her speech ends. She says that when this great moment arrived in my life, I could not believe it, and when I was on the top of the world, I was so much happy that I cannot describe it in words. That was the spiritual moment for me when I opened the national flag and held it up high over the roof of this world, and it was flying. I was proud over my country. I was proud to be an Indian. And she was also a fervent environmentalist. She was really concerned about the environment, and she had sincere feelings towards environment. She was impassionate environmentalist, and to clean the environment so that the climbers can get fresh and clean air, Santosh Yadav collected and brought down 500 kilograms of garbage from the Himalayas. So because of there was not fresh and clean or clear air, her fellow climbers also died, because of they could not get proper supply of oxygen. So that is why she felt that it was necessary to clean the environment of Himalayas, so that the climbers won't face such kind of difficulty. So not only she was helpful to her fellow climbers, not only she was determined to achieve her dreams, her decision, her ambition, but she was also concerned about the environment. That example she had given, where at this height it was difficult for the climbers to maintain their own life, to carry on their own body weight, she not only came down with her own body weight, but along with that she carried 500 kilograms of garbage, and she brought down it on the plane surface. You can understand it by this, that even at that height, with our own body weight, if we do some kind of exercise, if we do some kind of work, some energy we need, and as much energy we are using, more oxygen we would need. So they all had limited oxygen, and at that height it is not the oxygen, the supply of oxygen is not that much, so they had to carry the oxygen cylinder, and they had limited oxygen. When they are doing the activity of climbing that mountain, they are burning their energy. For that they would need oxygen more, and when they are coming down also, at that time also they are using their energy, so they will need oxygen. But to carry on her own body weight, it was difficult for other climbers to carry on their own body weight in that oxygen, and they died. Santosh Yadav not only carried her own self, she not only survived her own life, but along with that she carried 500 kilograms of garbage. That weight along with her own body weight she carried. That means she would have need more energy, and with that she would have need more oxygen also, but somehow she survived that, and she not only achieved the title of climbing Mount Everest at such a young age twice, but also she flew the environment of mountain and brought down 500 kilograms of garbage along with her own body weight on the plane surface. So in this way, she gave an example of being an impassionate environmentalist also, along with her achievements. So what we learned from this chapter, what message you got from this chapter? This chapter not only tells about the achievements of Santosh Yadav, but we get some lessons from the characteristics of Santosh Yadav, that you should be devoted towards your ambition and towards your country in every possible way. And whatever and however you survive in your life, you should be humble, you should be kind, you should be helpful, and you should be sincere towards your work. And even though if you get great achievements, still you should be down to earth. These were the characteristics of Santosh Yadav, which inspire us and encourage us to get those characteristics of her applied in our life. So this was the message of this chapter. With this chapter completes, and with this we come to an end of this video also. Now we will meet in the next video. I hope that this explanation will be useful to you to understand this chapter more clearly, and you might have enjoyed this video. Now we will meet in the next video. Till then, take care of yourself, be safe at home, and keep on learning. Thanks for being with me. See you.